So, I mean, I really, appreciate and like that it's a, an awesome martial arts action piece, but also it's just a story of friendship about these two women trying to get there, and doing everything they can to the point of death to help each other. And yeah, and everything is conveyed in action, visually, with no dialogue. We get a sense of mission, we get the sense of story from them in the beginning. When one's wounded, the other's helping. They got to pitch in and fight this guy together, and you get a feeling of triumph that hey, they got past that last boss level together, and they're there now. The title helps us out a little bit. They're almost there. Well, then they cross that line, they're there. So we feel good for them that they've made it, even though they're so hurt. But you get a sense that things are going to be okay, which is good storytelling. So great job on this. All three performers were excellent. The performances were great. The fighting was awesome. The choreography, the directing, the editing, the camera work, very, very cool.
I think the fight shots and the fighting scene in this was the highlight for sure. Um, the actresses had a great connection, great chemistry in this film. Um, there was no music or dialogue in this to sway the audience's emotions at all, and that was done solely by the actors' performances. The weight of the emotions of this film was on their shoulders, and I think they did a great job. You could really see the emotion in their eyes, and there really wasn't a need for dialogue, um, because the acting was so great and the choreography was really cool to watch as well. So I really enjoyed this film, and I thought it was really well done.
This was a great action piece. Two young females who are swordsmen, and they must battle a giant man with a spear on a bridge to cross. The combat scenes are remarkable, wonderful choreography, and they really use the expanse of the bridge space. The women were surprisingly skilled. I think they're a little older than I thought. My impression was that they were quite young. Very realistic. The injuries appear brutal, yet they rise and overcome the man with the spear. It looks like a piece that's demonstrating their skill or their talent as a means of becoming stunt women.
What set this film apart for me was the incredible sound design. Each movement had a dramatic sound effect, from stabbing, hitting, tapping the ground with a sword, to spinning, and such passionate voices. All three performances were excellent, 100% committed to the fight, and the choreography was amazing, so rapid and dizzying, as was the camera work. I thought it was a clever touch to stage this fight in front of a modern cityscape over a span of a day to night by the end. Interesting decision for the winners to leave the sword with the conquered character as if finished with fights for good.
From the moment it starts, your story is very engaging. You want to see what's going to happen next. You're very invested in these characters. And I thought that you guys did a fantastic job on the stunts, and all of that choreography, and the sound effects were put in there perfectly, where everything was so believable. All of your actors did an amazing job. Your cinematographer was great, and it edited so well to keep the pace.
It says a lot without having to say anything. We absolutely get the idea here. I guess the sort of, the genre itself maybe does a lot of the heavy lifting for us, because we don't need a word. We get it right away. Just great performances, really fun choreography. It was just believable. It was cool. There's a little, the narrative's kind of woven into it too. So really smartly done.